One of the things that we've developed over the years that's allowed us to average selling our houses in under 39 days is what we call our pre-market program. And that process is designed so that houses can sell as fast as possible for as much as possible. And let me just start by saying that most sellers make the mistake that they think that houses are going to sell for what they're worth. They don't sell for what they're worth. They sell for what the buyer thinks they're worth. And in this market, they sell for what the bank thinks they're worth. So what we have to do is we have to make sure that the house is going to sell for the maximum in the price range, because buyers shop in price ranges of about $50,000, $450 to $500, $500 to $550, so on and so forth. So if you show a buyer what they really want in their price range, they will pay as much money as they can afford. On the other side, if you show them a house that they're only willing to accept, something that they're settling for, then they're only going to pay as little money as possible for the house. And that's what develops houses in price ranges. That's why some houses will sell for $525 and other houses that are the same model will sell for $500. Our pre-market program is designed so that the seller can walk through the process on a systematic basis so that they understand everything that's happening all the way through the transaction. Our goal is to sell the house for the highest price possible in the least amount of time. The way that we do that is we bring in our interior design staff to take a fresh look at the house, sort of a white glove test, if you will, to go through and room by room look at this property from the eyes of the buyer. So we have to know what demographics we're going to be working with. But we go through and we look at everything from furniture arrangement to color on the walls, whether or not any carpet or flooring needs to be replaced or retouched, any deferred maintenance of the property. And then we come back with a specific report, line by line, room by room, of everything that needs to be done to the property. Then in addition to that, we take what I call the real world look at it. We're not in the business of just spending money just to spend money. If we can't deliver a multiple return, then we don't want to invest in it. What I mean by that is major upgrades when selling a house, typically bathrooms and kitchens, are not good bets. They're going to cost too much money and you're only going to get back maybe 40–50% on the dollar for them. Rather, what we want to do is identify the things that we can do for $1,000 to $5,000, somewhere in that range, that will bring back a multiple of $10,000, $15,000, $25,000 in return. How we do that is very specific. We go out and we get additional bids from the vendors to keep the costs down so that we can deliver a smooth transaction all the way through the process. When sellers ask me, well, why would I want to do this? Isn't my house just going to sell for what it's worth? Again, houses never have sold for what they're worth. They sell for what the buyer thinks they're worth. And buyers react to properties on a very emotional decision, a very emotional basis. In fact, all the other stuff, the financing, the school districts, all of this kind of things are the rationalization of the emotional decision to buy. So the key is in presentation. If you present something that people truly want on a deep emotional bond basis, they pay the highest price possible. If you show them things that they settle for, yeah, I could kind of go for it, kind of not go for it, guess what? They're going to go low, low, low on the price. So if you're if you're a seller that wants to sell the house for the highest part of the price range possible, as fast as possible, which by the way will get you the best terms and conditions you can get, then this is the program for you.